thing. I'm always a big advocate of maintaining leverage in a relationship as the man, and you want to make sure that you're never in a position where you're not in shape, and being in shape definitely is going to help you maintain leverage in the relationship, because people don't like it when I say this, but I'll just be honest. The woman needs to chase you more than you chase the woman for the relationship to actually work out and be.
I will say, notice how nobody has hair. No, you're not wrong. That's how it works. And
someone said they disagreed with me.
I disagree completely.
Sure,
I think the man needs to chase the girl more, because the girl is less likely to leave if a different man approaches her. You know, we get approached constantly. We're used to that. Whereas if you were to go out to the strip club and a girl was to come up to you, I feel like it'd be like you're dating an attractive guy. So a lot of girls were able to approach him. I feel like they'd be a lot more tempted to, give in.
You got a man?
I think a man. I think a woman.
Hold on. Let's let her finish. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I mean, that was my point. I think that a man is more likely to give in than a woman is, and I feel like a woman won't make those decisions because they're not. I think they think a little bit more in the future. I feel like a man thinks with his dick sometimes, and they don't realize what they're messing up.
So women should go up to the man, or what did you say? Like women should go up to the man, or the man should go up to the woman?
I think.
Well, the argument.
What was the question?
Let's make sure we're very clear here on what it said. I said that the man, right, the woman needs to change. Okay, let's start from the beginning. I said the man needs to maintain and stay in good shape so that he can exercise leverage in the relationship against the woman. And what I'm saying is that the man needs to have the leverage, and the woman should be chasing his validation, not the other way around, where the woman is chasing, where the man is chasing her validation. I'm saying the woman needs to chase his validation. And then you said no, shouldn't be that way. And then you were describing the strip club scenario, right? You're basically saying if the man is chasing the woman's validation, he's less likely to cheat on her in the strip club.
The man is also more willing to leave because usually the man is the one with the money. So the man can leave. Whereas the woman, if the case is that the woman isn't making as much money, she's less likely.
So that's actually incorrect. Women overwhelmingly initiate breakups and they initiate divorces. Men rarely initiate breakups and divorces, which is why I say that's why it's so important for the guy to maintain the leverage, because the reality is that beauty is common, high value men are not. So if the guy has his shit together, the girl's going to want to be with him because other girls want him. What women don't understand is that the more attractive the man is and the more other women want him, the more she's going to be attached and want to be with him. And another thing too is that you're assuming men and women are equal. If a guy does have sex with that stripper, it doesn't matter because he has a maid chick at home. Men can have sex with women detached and still love their girl the same. But it doesn't work the other way around. It doesn't work
for women. Women are too emotional.
Yeah, it doesn't work the other way around for women. So that's why I argue that even if the man has options, has sex with other girls or whatever, of course, there's only a small minority of men that can actually execute this properly, right? Not all guys can do this. Most guys are forced to be monogamous to a degree, right? But if a guy can exercise the options and does, it actually makes him more attractive to his girl.
So you think it's okay for a man to cheat on his wife?
I think it's okay for him to exercise options if there's an open relationship there.
I think with cheating, I think with cheating.
Hold on. Let me make this clear. I'm saying he should be open with her up front and let her know you're gonna have to share me sexually. You're my main girl, but you're gonna have to share me sexually.
He's not lying to her.
He's not lying to her. I'm not advocating that he lie to her and be like, oh, I'm gonna just have sex. But what I am gonna be honest about is that if you have a guy that's of a certain caliber, a lot of the times they're gonna cheat on you anyway. So you might as well pick the best guy and understand that that's just the way it goes.
Or choose a man that won't.
Or you can get Mark, and then he won't cheat on you. But other than that,
I mean, why do you gotta? I mean, I don't want to be. I don't know. I feel like if with cheating is like a thing, like if I don't know, then I don't know. Like you're gonna do it regardless. But I feel like there's respectful cheating and then there's disrespectful.
No,
cheating.
I get it. And that's what I think.
If you love me, I should never find out.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
No, it doesn't hurt you.
That's what I'm saying. I'm being very clear on this.
I feel like
what the hell is respectful cheating?
Respectful cheating is men are going to cheat.
It's knowing that a guy is going to be fucking cute. Respectful cheating is knowing a guy is going out and doing what he's doing, and you know what he's doing, but he's coming home and not denying.
That's
he's like, okay,
then you're in an open relationship.
No, that's not the same. It's not the same.
That's also
if you do your shit, I better not find a word or people about it. Now, if you do it in my face, nigga, you disrespected me.
Like when somebody's starting calling my phone, when you just been. No, I'm just saying, like, I should not even feel or think like there's no way that my dude should be talking to you and you have access to me. You should never call me. You should not, like, you should know your place.
But then he was lying to you, and then he's good at it.
It's not about this. Okay, but if you never find out, is it a lie?
No.
She's saying
if you never find out, is it a lie?
There are so many tangibles that come into play here.
I mean, it's deceitful
like
for sure.
pregnancy,
you get what I'm saying?
STDs. Like I think we're completely
okay. But then there's respect. Use a condom.
So look, she's saying, look, if her man steps out,
she was
I'm not
whining in her
saying-
face.
don't let me find out the girl texting me, DMing me about dumb shit. If you do that shit on your time, it's what it is.
Yeah.
Now, if I find out, she's like, oh, I fucked your man, nigga, you fucked up.
You fucked up. You don't give a fuck. Why does she fit? Why does she have the confidence to even say anything?
But remember, let's bring this back so that this doesn't spiral out. My argument simply
Modern
is
world, Mark.
the man.
We're here.
to simply like bring this back full circle, so we don't go on a random tangent. Keep a conversation concise. I'm saying the woman needs to chase the man's validation because here's the thing: women date up. Women need to know they constantly need to be reminded that they have the best man. For them to be able to be reminded of that, they need to know, okay, my man has options. He's attractive. Other girls want him. That's what keeps women interested and aroused by her man. I know that sounds horrible to say it like that, but that is the truth.
But he doesn't
women
have
want
to
men.
exercise
Women want
the options to make you attractive.
Okay,
You're completely correct.
communism sounds great on paper as well, and we should all be getting
I'm
paid
saying,
equal.
like, for you to find the man more attractive, like, it's good to know he has options. I agree, but he doesn't. You don't have those options. Don't have to be exercised.
With all due respect, and this is a lot of women say this. They don't have to exercise options. Quite frankly, you guys are all trust fund babies. Men are self-made millionaires. So you cannot tell a self-made millionaire how to spend their money, which is what their sexual market value. Men must earn their sexual market value. Women are given their sexual market value. So you can't dictate to a self-made millionaire how they're going to spend their money.
I don't want to dictate it.
No. But that's what you're inferring right now, and that's what I'm simply trying to say is. The more attractive the man, the less leverage you have as a woman. You come into the relationship, the guy is successful, you must get on his program or go to a regular guy. But most women don't want a regular guy. You want a millionaire, you want a guy that's attractive, whatever it may be. That's what comes with the territory.
I don't want a guy that'll cheat on me. I don't know if that's like a crazy high standard to have, but that's my standard.
Well,
my friend,
regardless of whether
you want a wealthy man, correct?
I want a man that's successful. I want a man that's driven.
Okay, fantastic. You and every other pretty girl wants that. So who has the leverage? What's more simple? Supply and demand. What's more common? I'll just answer the question. Answer the question. What is more common? A beautiful woman or an attractive man that has money? What's more common?
Depends on your view on attractive. I feel like there's a lot of successful men. There's a lot of attractive women. I genuinely could not answer.
Beautiful women.
Okay, so statistically speaking, there's far more beautiful women because the reality is only 15% of the U.S. population makes $100,000 a year or more. Most women want significantly more than that. That's accounting for men, women, gay dudes, married men, etc. So the reality is men that are successful are far and few between. Beautiful women are common. So supply and demand. Who has the leverage? The successful man has the leverage. So if you want to be with a successful man, he dictates the terms. And a lot of times they're not going to concede and say, I'll be monogamous to you. They're either going to A, tell you up front, I'm going to fuck other bitches, or B, they're going to do it behind your back. So it's up to you what you want to do. I don't make the rules. I just report them.
Facts. I have I have a question. Like, would you prefer an average guy who makes less than six figures but is completely faithful to you, or would you take a rich man who may cheat on you?
That's a damn good question.
We can run around the table on that one real fast.
What do you guys consider a lot of money? Because this day and age, $10K a month is
nothing.
It doesn't get very far.
I was a server and I made $10K a month.
People still say six figures, $100K a year. But that's not a lot of money.
The average U.S. income is like $51,000. That's still above average.
Yeah.
That's still above average. So $10K a month, maybe y'all are in Miami. It costs like fucking $10 to park your car for fucking 5 minutes.
So I'll say this. How about this? Just to keep things nice and somewhat understandable, we'll say, do you want an average man that's making about, let's say, $45K per year, right? I think the median average is $42K. It's about $42K. Per year. Remember, we got to account for the South, Alabama, Mississippi, etc. Okay. No, United States. Okay. And then, or a guy that makes, let's say, in the top 1%, $400,000 per year. However, they're not going to be faithful. So a faithful guy that's average, that's making about $50K per year, or a guy that making $400K per year. We'll start with right here and work our way. Go ahead.
I'll take the guy making $400K a year.
That's not faithful. Okay. Cool. Yep. What about you?
400.
Okay.
Yeah, the 400 for now.
Okay.
When you first brought this up, you said, because she started talking about cheating, right? The first thing you said was that, there would be a conversation or, an openness, an honesty about it, right? That's my thing is, honesty and
cold hard reality. They're not going to be honest with you, though. I think ideally he should be honest, but he ain't going to be a lot of time.
And that situation to me is different than you just blatantly cheating.
Okay, so what's the answer? 400,000 or 400,000? Answer the question, and I know what you're going to say.
Or you want to be in love with the boy who live in the basement?
400,000 and not faithful.
I can't put up with this honesty though. That's just
okay. Let's say he told you I'm gonna smash other chicks and you knew it. Let's say he was upfront about it.
I'm open to an open kind of relationship setup like that.
No, you can't be open on your end though.
Oh damn.
Most guys that make that kind of money will not allow you to have sex with other men.
I'm open to an open, honesty type relationship. I didn't say that I need to be out having sex with other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
So you're okay with him being open, but not on your
if
end.
it's an honest situation,
Yes.
not you're cheating and lying about it. That's a no for me.
Okay. What? So 400,000. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
There's
All of that
400K?
all day.
Okay. Go ahead.
I wouldn't go for either. I know you're gonna laugh at me, but I genuinely would not go for either. I've been with men that I would trust sleeping over at their girl best friends' houses, and I know they would stay faithful, and they've made it.
Girl, you live on Mars. No. She's 20.
Because that be the number one cheat. That's what it is. Anytime a man introduced me to a woman that's his best friend, they definitely fucked.
I don't think
fucked.
Well, if you knew the relationship, I don't think you'd agree. Because no, I 100%. I've seen it. I mean, I've been the girl best friend.
I was there. It was a threesome.
I'm not saying they're easy to find, but I'm saying, especially, I don't know. It's a cultural thing. I think, and I don't think it's common in Miami.
But if you had to choose,
I think it's out there.
If you had to choose,
if you had to choose, which one would you choose?
I'd choose the 400.
Okay.
Okay. What about you?
Okay. This is why I'm single. I choose the 400.
Okay. So fantastic. All of you proved my theory that I've always said: women will share you if you're high value enough. Okay.
Well, that's how it's.
That's why, like, women say this bullshit about you better not cheat on me, all this other shit. You make enough money, you have enough status, they will fucking share you. That's what I'm trying to say. And what the reality is, ladies, I don't know why girls get so mad when I say this shit. You don't have any leverage once you go up that high in the totem pole socioeconomically. You have zero leverage. Beautiful women are common. High value men are not.
This is a complete mind fuck for me right now, guys.
Yes.
And I did not expect this.
Modern world. Sorry, you had a point?
Tradition.
Yeah, someone has some? Someone here?
I can make a point.
Okay.
So, okay. All right. So I would go with the 400, but it's like this. Not that I'm not picking no one, but again, that's exactly why I'm single, because it's like, why pick? Like, y'all could have an open conversation about, okay, this is what's gonna happen, but if we're getting married, dating someone and getting married is something different. I feel like.
I agree.
So.
So if you're getting married, you'll marry the broke ass dude with 50K.
No.
There you
Getting
go.
married.
There's a
but we
bunch of
won't-
dudes in this chat making 50K a year.
Hold on,
Like,
but
damn.
we won't be there until you're
Work
ready
hard,
to
my
get
friends.
married.
Well, in
though.
your case, it's
like
there's
when you're ready
potential,
to get married. Because I don't forget, I'm only 22, so as of right now, I'm not marrying anyone anytime soon. So
you got through 1 year or so.
Well, no.
I'm
You
very
do realize
curious
that.
as to what you have to think about this
either way.
because you're married. I'm curious what your perspective is on this situation.
Yeah, like
you're in a fucking
your wife
marriage.
cheating.
You
should make a commitment.
That's
you
what we're
do
talking
married
about.
people shit. You go home and yeah, you could sleep at your friend's house. You sleep at a girl's house and not have sex with her. It's completely possible.
No, but would you cheat?
Would you do
is
it?
what we're
No.
saying. Yeah. Oh,
Because he made a vow and a commitment. He's a traditional man. There you go.
Well, that's the
That's
thing.
why you marry a traditional man. Then
No, but
Will
I think there's a
give that to
difference.
you.
We're talking about dating, and then you're talking about marriage.
Hold
So
on.
dating
We're talking
boyfriend
about
and girlfriend or
relationships. A
dating
marriage is
a-
a part of a relationship.
Correct.
But you're dating a dude who makes 400K a year with no intention of marrying him. You think he's gonna stop fucking around when you?
Well, that's the no intention of marrying him is very different. But if I'm dating a guy to marry,
But
if
if you're just
he's
dating
my
a guy,
boyfriend
so why
and
do you
he's my
date?
long-term boyfriend and I'm going to get married to him, I expect him to not cheat on me.
yeah. Like, okay, right now, right? I'm 20. Someone's making 400K. We're dating or whatever. If it's open communication, all right, I'm doing my thing. We're young, But at the end of the day, what it is, when it's time to get married and settle that, you better be ready. You had your time getting ready.
Why? Well, hold on. Hold on.
What does marriage change?
Like,
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
no, it's because
I'm not even talking about the piece of paper. I'm talking about when I say married, I'm talking about
The mindset?
the commitment portion.
I think
Yes.
it's a level of
when we get
commitment.
to this commitment portion of all right, we've been dating for a long time. We've been doing our thing, still together. You got to get at some point. You got to want to be.
Yo, that sounds
If you
fantastic.
really,
but,
really
but
like
the
that
thing,
person
again,
at some point.
ladies, you don't tell the guy that makes 400K per year how to live life. He's gonna fuck bitches whether he wants to or not. It's up to you whether you're gonna accept it or not. And if you don't want to accept it, that's fantastic. Date a more average man. Now, are there guys out there that are cut from a certain cloth like Mark that are going to be faithful and monogamous, making that kind of money? Yes, but far and few between. And more than likely, you ain't going to find them in 2022. It's going to be very difficult.
Facts.
So my thing is, accept the reality. The more successful the man, the less leverage you have, because beautiful women are common and guys are okay with dating down. However, as you make more money, you're not able to date up. And if you're saying, oh, 400,000, you better be on this thing. Why is it? Because I don't know if you guys noticed this. The female sexual strategy is always prioritized over the male sexual strategy. The female sexual strategy is commit to me, relationship, marriage, only me. The guy's sexual strategy, if left to his own devices and he can execute it, is I want to fuck as many bitches as I can, right? I'll have my main chick, but I want to have sex with a lot of girls. Men want to have sex with a lot of girls. That's just how it is. We're wired to do that. Semen is cheap, eggs are expensive. So we always prioritize the female sexual strategy. And I get it. There's a bunch of reasons for that. Obviously the nuclear family, monogamy promotes a stronger family unit, etc. But let's be honest here. If a guy has the options, he's attractive and he has money and everything else like that, women are going to throw themselves at him and he can only say no for so long, man. So I tell girls all the time, if your man's successful, be prepared to share him sexually. You might have his heart, but you ain't going to have his dick to yourself. So, I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, oh yeah, you should commit to me or whatever. But that sounds great, but beautiful women are common. And unfortunately, at 20 years old, there's a million of you, but there's not a million of him.
And you know the scary part?
Unfortunately.
It's kind of like guys will never say this to your face.
Yeah, they can't say it
behind your back. Yeah, I love you, I want to marry you, whatever. They're going to do it regardless.
Look at how difficult you guys are making this conversation right now. We're talking about it openly.
He's telling you to your face what guys are thinking, but they would never tell you in person.
But you can, I'm a strong believer that you can tell by knowing. You don't need to know. You can tell by the guy's demeanor when he's with you whether or not he's cheating on you. It's so easy, and I think it's crazy
have you
women are
caught
emotionally
a guy cheating on you
I
by the demeanor?
I have been sure a guy was cheating on me by the demeanor. I have been 100%.
The thing is that men
and you stayed with them though. I guarantee you stayed with them because those men are attractive and arousing. Girls know the bad boys. The same things that you're like, man, he really does it for me, whatever. It's because he has the ability to cheat on your ass whenever he feels like it. Women like that.
I would say you get into you get caught up into trying to change him. Like you get caught up into the idea that you can change him. So you start to, but
I'm just saying, you say at the beginning that you could change a man.
I said you can change him. I said you get caught up in the idea that you can change him.
It's an idea, but you can't.
But you can't change a man.
So I had a super cheater propose to me, and he wanted to be married, and he wanted to be great, and he wanted to change.
Bitches, though,
okay, I mean, I don't know what he was gonna do. If I didn't find out, then I would never know. But I'm just saying. Okay, I'll stop it.
Yeah, this is like
I'm just saying.
What's a super cheater?
Super cheater is like
it's like a cheater.
Super, like you're a fucking express cheater. Like you're quick.
So real quick, super chats here as well. You want to make a point and then chats?
Oh no, my point's not.
All right, so let's do chats real quick.
Yeah, that was my point. And I know some of the ladies don't like hearing that, but that's just the reality, man.
Yeah.
You want a successful guy, it comes with territory sometimes.